Good evening. Tonight we want to focus on getting Christmas right. We may challenge a lot of traditions that we see at this time of year, and in the process, challenge you to ask yourself if you are getting Christmas right. And when we talk about Christmas, we're talking about Jesus, the birth of Jesus Christ. So we are not concerned with the Christmas traditions that aren't directly connected to Jesus, like Christmas trees, lights, garlands, poinsettias, and candy canes. Most of those traditions can point us to what Christmas is about, but we will concentrate on the traditions surrounding Jesus' birth. Let's start with Christmas Day. Was Jesus really born on Christmas Day? December 25th? We don't know. So I guess there's a 1 in 365 chance that Jesus was born on Christmas Day. But there are reasons to think that Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. When people started celebrating the birth of Jesus on December 25th, they didn't think that Jesus was actually born then. It was just a date that they thought would be good to commemorate the birth of the God-man. With that, we agree. While the Bible doesn't give us the date of Jesus' birth, it does give us some hints about when he was born. Because the shepherds were staying out in the fields and keeping watch over their flock by night, most scholars think it was most likely spring or fall. December is too cold for the shepherds to be out with the flock all night. Since the shepherds were watching a flock and not lots of flocks, this could indicate that the shepherds were watching a specific flock, like the flock of lambs that would eventually be used for Passover. So while we recognize that we don't know when Jesus was born, it may be likely that Jesus was born in the early spring before Passover. Perhaps the angels came and told the shepherds who were watching the Passover lambs about the Passover lamb who was born of a virgin. We don't know, but it makes for an exciting element in the Christmas story. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The Christmas story started way before Jesus was born. It began right after the fall of man, when God promised to send a Redeemer to save sinners. There are many prophecies about Jesus in the Old Testament. Listen to 3 of them.
Genesis 3:15. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your seed and her seed. You shall bruise you on your head, and you shall bruise him on the heel.
Isaiah 9:6. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall rest on his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace.
But you, Bethlehem, though you are little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you shall come forth to me one to be ruler in Israel, whose going forth are from of old, from everlasting.
A few thousand years after the first prophecy and hundreds of other prophecies, the Christmas story is continued about 9 months before Jesus was born. It is recorded in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 1, verses 26 through 38, where it says that in the 6th month of Elizabeth's pregnancy with John the Baptist, the angel Gabriel was sent from God to a city in Galilee, called Nazareth, to a virgin engaged to a man whose name was Joseph, of the descendants of David, and the virgin's name was Mary. And coming in, he said to her,
Greetings, O favored one, the Lord is with you.
But she was greatly troubled at this statement, and kept pondering what kind of salutation this might be. And the angel said to her,
Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God, and you will conceive in your womb, and you shall bear a son. You shall call his name Jesus. And he will be great, and will be called Son of the Most High. And he will give his throne of his father David, and he will reign over the house of Jacob forever. And of his kingdom there will be no end.
But how will this be since I am a virgin?
The Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. Therefore, the child to be born will be called Holy, the Son of God. And behold, your relative Elizabeth, in her old age, has also conceived a son. And this is the 6th month with her, and which she was also called barren. For there is nothing impossible with God.
Behold, I am the servant of the Lord. Let it be done to me according to your word.
An angel of the Lord also appeared to Joseph with these words.
And she will bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins.